Okay. How can I use to make put this thing like this in this place?
No, you want to be down high enough.
Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Excellent evening, everyone. Excellent evening to every one of us. We're all highly welcome to this evening's broadcast. Welcome, welcome. How are we doing? I hope we're doing great. Okay. Monday was something else. That's all I can say. Monday was something else. We're all highly welcome, welcome. Okay, so today we are going to be looking at nourishing your guts, nourishing your life, a guide for Nigerian women at 40. Okay, so we're all highly welcome. Let me open up my camera so that you can see me. So those of you on YouTube, those of you on Zoom, if you join me on Zoom, hello, hello, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing great. Welcome, welcome. This is Wellness NAIJA. It is Wellness NAIJA. Women over 40 years and above. We are in our class and we are doing very, very well. Testimonies are already rolling in, rolling in, rolling in, rolling in. So we are all highly welcome. So if you've joined me live, say hello so I can welcome you to this evening's broadcast. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to share. You can also join us on YouTube. If you put Aging with Grace, you can join us on YouTube. You will see live video going on. You can join us on WhatsApp. You can on Zoom. And for those in the class so that you can ask your questions. And then also Facebook for the free class. All right. Nourishing your gut, nourishing your life. When you nourish your gut, you're sure that your life is nourished, okay? Remember that wellness is a necessity for good life. And whatever saves you pain is great gain. Whatever saves you pain is great gain. You're all highly welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So wherever you're calling in from, if you've joined me live, you can greet. So I can welcome you to this evening's broadcast, okay? You're all highly welcome, okay? Whatever saves you pain is great gain. Whatsoever saves you pain is great gain for you, all right? Remember to follow me on my other social media platform, Facebook Aging with Grace. Oh my goodness. Facebook Aging with Grace, YouTube Aging with Grace, and also TikTok Aging with Grace. There's a customer that is really, really so desperate disturbing me today. Kai, this man, oh. Why is he disturbing me so much like this? Turning my camera. Kai, and I can't even talk to him now. Yeah. Can't even talk to him now. Oh, I can't come out of here. I didn't know this delivery would be this late. All right, if he calls again, I might just have to find a way around it. Okay, so today, like I said, we are looking at your gut health, okay? Your gut health is your life. And as women, we actually need to prioritize our health over, other people's health somehow. You know why? If you're healthy, you'll be able to take care of people. Because maintaining a healthy gut microbe is very, very crucial for our overall health. And as women, we usually even just neglect our life. We are not bothered. We are not looking at what to do about our lives. We are more bothered about other people. We are just so more bothered about other people instead of ourselves. We have to do this today. Instead of ourselves. Okay, so in today's discussion, we're going to be looking at gut health. Okay, and then also more specifically for Nigerian women who are 40 and above. Okay, those who have reached their menopause or who have passed their menopause or who are in their perimenopause, and I'm going to provide practical tips that you can use to improve your gut health. So for those of us in the class, if you've joined me, let me see, nobody here on Zoom. Some people are elsewhere, Facebook and YouTube. Okay, we have some people on YouTube, maybe they are managing their data. All right, so now, why gut health? If we're talking about gut health, why gut health? The first reason why you must look at your gut health is because of your digestive health. Remember, as women, during postmenopause, menopause, and middle age, we have issues with our digestive life or digestive system. And a healthy gut microbiome supports proper digestion, okay? It supports proper nutrient absorption, and also it supports waste elimination for you. Imbalances in all this can lead to bloating, constipation, and diarrhea. And that's one of the things that women almost always complain about, okay? So why is your gut health important? Why is your gut health important? Your digestion is one of the reasons, okay? So when you nourish your health, your gut, you will also have a better digestive health, okay? Because your colon, your gut, the bacteria that are there, the balance between the good and the bad bacteria is very, very essential for proper digestion. Hello, Lowoye, Fumi, you're welcome. Good evening. I'm admitting Edith on Facebook. Afo Nedera, it's been a while, ma. Good evening, how are you? I hope you're doing great, ma. Hello, Edith. Edith, join on Zoom now. You paid for the class, so join on Zoom. Good evening, Edith. All right, okay. Yeah, Edith is on Zoom now, so that you can ask your questions, make your comments. You can unmute yourself when you want to talk, okay, Edith? I'm sure many people in the class will join. I'm so sorry that this class didn't take place yesterday. I was telling those on WhatsApp, those in the community, why it didn't, the meeting didn't hold yesterday. It's because I was traveling and I was I got really stranded. There are some things that happen in Western world that you ask yourself, is this for real? For real, for real? Let me not talk. I don't want to put down anybody's business. Anyway, our gut health, balancing our gut health is very, very good. Like I said, it's very good for our waste, digestive health, particularly for waste elimination, nutrient absorption, and proper digestion as women. It's very, very important. Do you know that sickness begins in the gut, your colon? Do you know that sometimes you're eating nutritious dense food, but that nutritious dense food you're eating is not doing anything for you? Why? Because your colon, your gut is messed up. And if that is the case, you will just find out that it's been clogged, completely clogged with rubbish. Okay, that's one. And so nutrients is not able to be absorbed. Your even the healthy food you're eating is not digested well. And then again, you find that for waste elimination, you're not eliminating the way you're supposed to. I was telling the people in Wellness NAIJA, I don't know if all of you here on Facebook, if you have joined Wellness NAIJA. If you have not, June class is on. We have started registration for June class for Wellness NAIJA. So chat me on my WhatsApp number +234 703 515 1642 so you can get details on Wellness NAIJA June class. We'll soon enter June, and it's very, very important for you to join. The people in May group, they're already giving their testimonies, a lot of testimonies. So what are you waiting for? Join now. Chat me on my WhatsApp number +234 703 515 1642 515 1642. Okay. My WhatsApp number once again is +234 703 515 1642. So just chat me now so that you can get the details of the June class. All right. Okay. So we're talking about our gut health today. Relax and get this right. It's not about what you eat only. It's also the nature, the status of your gut. That will determine what happens to you generally when we're talking about your physical health, your medical health, your emotional health, and otherwise, okay? As we get up to 40, 50, 60, our digestive health becomes more challenging. That is the truth about it. So we as women, we need a healthy gut. We need a healthy gut. We need a balance for our the bacteria in our gut. For every human being, there is the good bacteria, there is the bad bacteria in your system, in your gut, okay? So when your good bacteria overpowers the bad bacteria, because you still need those bad bacteria, but they should be at a balanced quantity. So when they are at a balanced quantity, nutrient absorption will be right, because the gut bacteria will help you absorb your essential nutrients, including your vitamins and your minerals. Another thing that happens when your gut bacteria is well balanced is that it will regulate your bowel movement. A healthy gut microbiome regulates bowel movement, reducing the risk of constipation, diarrhea, and also bloating. I see a lot of women complaining about their stomach is bloated. They can't explain why their stomach is bloated. They have taken everything, they have eaten that. They would say, or if you are eating it right now, what happened some weeks, some months back? Okay, so like I was telling them in the class, if you eat 3 times a day, you're supposed to use the toilet 3 times a day. If you eat 2 times a day, you're supposed to use the toilet at least also 2 times a day. There are some people who will not use the toilet. They will not go to toilet to remove what they have eaten. Some people for 2 days, for 3 days. Let me explain how it is. Today in where I am, I mean, what do they call this place? Is it Egiton? See me. Don't tell me that I forgot to do. No. I must not forget where I am. Let me go to Uber will tell me where I am. So today they did what is it called? They picked up their waste today. So as they opened I opened the window so that air can come in. So as I opened the window for air to come in, the next thing I started perceiving some odor. I started perceiving some odor, and I was like, what's this odor? What's this odor that I'm perceiving here? So I just looked at and I saw that they were carrying waste. Do you know that some people, if you don't use the toilet as often as you ought to, that is how your stomach is. Imagine, I always use this as an example for people in Lagos. There was a time in Lagos, I think it's in the 90s, they used to, hello, thank you for the love. I know this is Sarah. Once I see big love, I said it, that is Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you for the love. I appreciate. God bless you. Hello, Fubi Aremu. Thank you for joining us. God bless you. They are on Facebook. All right. So they used to dump waste on the road for people to these council people to come and collect it in Lagos in those days. There was a time they were on strike for 1 week and they did not collect these things. Allen Avenue was something else. If you pass Allen Avenue, you will wonder what is happening. The smell was something else. So some people, if you don't go to use the toilet for 1 week, that is what is inside your gut. And imagine somebody that has a colon that is filled like that. The new things you're eating will not be able to enter. They will not be able to be digested. They will not be able to, your nutrients will not be able to be absorbed. And even more things will not be able to go out. They are all clogging. And that's how sickness starts. So many ailments and diseases, and then death. In fact, there is a saying that death begins in the colon, and that's the truth. Okay, those of you in the Zoom, if you have any comment, if you have any question, you can just unmute yourself and talk. I'll listen to you. The class is, you've paid, so the class is actually for you. So a healthy gut will regulate, regulate your bowels very well. Your bowels will move very, very well. Okay, so how many times do you eat? That determines how many times you should use your toilet. Now, the third thing a good health will do for gut health will do for you is to reduce inflammation. These are scientifically proven benefits and things that have been, I'm not just talking out there, okay? I'm not talking just for talking sake. I'm telling you absolutely what is true and what is happening and what is pertaining and what they have done research for. So gut health, good gut health will help reduce inflammation in your digestive tract, reducing risk of chronic diseases also, okay? So when you have imbalance of your gut bacteria, remember I told you every human being, we all have good and bad bacteria. So when you have imbalance, one, you of course have digestive issue. Your gut health imbalances can lead to digestive issue like bloating, gassing. The person will just begin to gas and gas. Anytime you're gassing, there's something wrong with your digestion. There's something wrong with your gut colon. There's something wrong. You need to watch it. Constipation is also a sign of bad gut health. Diarrhea is also a sign of bad gut health. Okay, the second thing is malabsorption. Poor gut health can lead to malabsorption of your essential nutrients, and this will actually increase the risk of deficiencies. You know, sometimes some diseases are caused by nutrient deficiencies, vitamins deficiencies, amino acid deficiencies. All this can cause issues for you. The third thing is increased risk of chronic diseases. Gut health imbalance can lead to chronic diseases like irritable bowel syndrome. There are some people who are suffering from irritable bowel syndrome, and they are now beginning to treat it without knowing that it's something that had come a long way. Also, inflammatory bowel disease, IBD, can actually come. And do you know that your gut is also connected to your heart? You can actually develop cardiovascular diseases if you don't maintain a healthy gut life, which is very, very important for you. So now we have talked about all these. Okay, does that. Can we go to solutions? What are the tips for supporting digestive gut health? Please, for those of us in the class, take note. Remember, we are in the process of drawing your meal plan. A lot of us have already submitted their meal plan from the classes we had. Okay, so, and that classes was not on Facebook, it's only for those on Zoom. So join June class so that you can actually draw a personalized meal plan. I will teach you the process. I will teach you the science behind your drawing a personalized meal plan, so that you do it yourself. It's not the one that you go and pay. Like I was telling the people in the class, I charge 50,000 for me to draw a meal plan for you, 50,000 naira for me to draw a meal plan for you. Okay, a personalized meal plan with the foods in your local environment. But those of them in June class, they paid 10,000 naira and they are going through. in May class, but for June class, this June class is 25,000 for the basic class, and for the upgraded class, 50,000 naira. That's what the June class is all about. I warned us so that's how it's going to be. So for June class, basic class is 25,000 naira, upgraded class is 50,000. For June class, we are dividing. All right, because the curriculum, you have an upgraded curriculum. Everybody will be in the basic, but those in the advanced class have a more personalized, a more detailed, more time. Your own is 6 weeks, okay? For those in the basic class is 3 weeks, 21 days. But for those in the upgraded class is going to be 6 weeks, all right, for June class. Anyway, so eat fermented food. That's one practical tip for supporting your digestive health. Fermented food is important, okay? Incorporate fermented foods like yogurt, kefir, whole grain or sieved pap, okay? There is a way you process your fufu that is fermented, but of course, fufu is in little quantity. Those in the class will understand. Gari is also fermented, but mind moderation, portion control, and also intermittent fasting. They will understand the details, okay? All right. Lafun, okay? Sometimes the lafun they produce is also can be fermented, but remember you need to apply also what you need to apply. Kefir is also very good. You can also ferment your plantain and your banana to support gut health, okay? The second thing you need is fiber-rich foods. Include fiber-rich foods in your meal so that you can deal with your gut health can be very, very good. Fruits, vegetables, those in the class will get more details on that. Number 4, avoid processed food, okay? Limit processed food. Those in the class will also get the details about this. Then number 5 way, the 5th way you can actually manage and have the best digestive health is managing your stress, okay? Practice stress reducing techniques. Those can help you to improve your gut health. Now, let's come down to those of us that are 40 and above. What do we do? You need to incorporate gut-friendly food. Gut-friendly food naturally, whether they are fermented or not, they are very good for you, okay? Apples are gut-friendly food. There are also so many other gut-friendly food that those in the class will get. Also consider number 2, probiotics, okay? Probiotics are very, very important. Probiotics are supplements that are probiotic rich, okay? They support your gut health very, very well, and they are absolutely very, very important for you also. In our company, we have our Pro-B. I don't joke with this. So many testimonies have come from probiotic. This Pro-B I'm holding in my hand. There is a woman that for 1 week, she will not go to toilet. I mean 1 week. The day she goes to toilet, she celebrates it. Can you imagine? This is one of the things that has helped her to have consistent daily toileting since she started taking it, okay? So Forever Pro-B is very good. Anytime I'm having issues, those who have ulcer, those who have H. pylori, Pro-B is one of the things because it has 6 strains of the good bacteria. So imagine taking in 6 strains every morning. It will overpower the bad bacteria. Kia. All right. Okay. So then your immune system is number 2. Okay. It's very, very important for you. The gut is home for our immune system. Remember, we are looking at some of the things that can help you so that you can have the best at age 40 and above immune gut health. Your gut is the home for a large portion of your immune system. So a healthy gut microbe will boost immunity, reduce infection, and also is very, very essential for immune response. So if you're having imbalance in your gut health, it's going to lead to weakened immunity, and that will make you very, very open, susceptible to infections, okay? Then also it will increase inflammation. Chronic inflammation can lead to various diseases, including autoimmune disorder and cardiovascular issues. Of course, you know, when you have bad gut health, it can lead to autoimmune diseases. In fact, when I was studying, I found that because I had a case of dealing with somebody with lupus today. So I had to do a lot of research on lupus. I had to call a health consultant. I have to talk with my colleagues, okay? And, you know, we found out that research suggests that there is a link between gut health and autoimmune diseases, even rheumatoid arthritis. Somebody who has rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, and other autoimmune disease, if your gut health is superb, you will find out that the flares and the pains and the frequency of the issues, you know, it will reduce, okay? And then vice versa. If your gut health is bad, it will increase. So like I've talked about, we as Nigerian women, that we should make sure that we maintain a healthy gut health. Now, why gut health? Reason number 3. Remember that reason number 1 that I gave us is your digestive health. And I say reason number 2 is your immune system. Reason number 3 is hormonal balance. Of course, this comes home to us as women, okay? It comes home to us. Gut health influences estrogen metabolism. Yes, your gut health influences estrogen metabolism, hormone-related processes, okay? So when your gut health is not well, when you are unhealthy in your colon, unhealthy in your gut, imbalances, it will cause hormonal imbalances. And when your hormone is not balanced, irregular periods will start, premenstrual syndrome symptoms, of course, menopausal related issues like hot flushes, night sweats, mood swings, and the rest will come up and they will become higher. You also have increased risk of osteoporosis and cardiovascular diseases. Yes, all these roots from your gut health. So since gut health plays a crucial role in hormonal balance, particularly for us as menopausal and postmenopausal women, it's very, very important for us to have a good gut health. Why? Because it will regulate estrogen metabolism. It will help to reduce the risk of hormonal imbalances. It will support our hormonal production, okay? And also, the production of estrogen will be boosted up, production of progesterone and testosterone in their normal levels will be boosted up. So also it will reduce symptoms of menopause. A healthy gut can reduce symptoms of hormonal imbalances. It can reduce flushes, night sweats, and mood swings. That's why it's very, very important for us to maintain a healthy gut health. Okay? So when you have imbalances in your gut, hormonal fluctuation will begin. You will have higher menopausal symptoms, more intense menopausal symptoms, mood swings will set in. Do you know I was telling us stress, anxiety, depression is also rooted in the health of our gut. Okay? So mood swings will come up if your gut health is not well, okay? Because of course, you know that hormonal imbalances will cause mood swings, anxiety, and depression. There's also increased risk of chronic diseases like cardiovascular diseases, osteoporosis, risk of certain cancers. Also for your gut health, my goodness, we actually need to work very, very hard on this, okay? For us as Nigerian women, what do? Our gut health, if we don't take care of it, it will lead to hormonal imbalances like any other person, okay? It also plays a crucial role in balancing our hormones, like I've said, and it's also very good when your gut health is very good, then your knees, all those knee pains and the rest you'll also have some issues with it. Oh, somebody is talking.
I don't understand.
They say you should mute yourself on Zoom, or maybe you're talking what you should not talk. Remember that it's on YouTube. Oh. Let me mute you, okay? All right. Okay, so what are some things that we need to do as NAIJA women or women generally? Okay, like I've said before, for hormonal balancing and making sure that you have good gut health, fermented food. I've already talked about the fermented food. Like, let me give us an example. I take Greek yogurt anytime I travel. So the last 4 days fasting I did, I broke it with yogurt, and you see how my body reacted so beautifully to it. You know, before I will not break with yogurt, I'll break with other things. I'll say, oh, after breaking, then when I start and continue my normal daily, eating, then I always, like this morning before I took anything, I took yogurt. Yogurt was the first thing I took in an empty stomach. Okay, but my Probi, of course, is always there for me, just so that I can have the perfect health. So I've also talked about fiber-rich foods, vegetable fruits and things like that. Then omega-3 foods are also very good in balancing our hormone. Okay, salmon, sardines, mackerel, this can also reduce inflammation and also support hormonal balances for us. The 5th reason why your gut health must be top-notch is your bone health. That's the 5th reason. Gut health imparts calcium absorption and bone density. And you know, if your calcium absorption is reduced and your bone density is dropping, it will increase the risk of osteoporosis, especially for us as postmenopausal women. Gut health plays a crucial role in maintaining strong bones, okay? Especially, I'm saying especially, very especially for us as postmenopausal women. This is very important. You find out that many of us at postmenopause, we have issues with arthritis, issues with osteoporosis. Some people will say that their bones are doing crack like that. Your gut health is also important for you to have a healthier bone health, okay? Now, osteoporosis, increased risk of osteoporosis due to impaired calcium absorption and vitamin D regulation. This is what happens if your gut health is not healthy. The second thing that can happen to you is bone fractures. Weakened bone increases the risk of bone fractures, particularly for seniors, those who have reached 60, 65, 70, 80. Okay? Now, there are also osteopenia, which is gut health imbalance can contribute to osteopenia, which is a precursor. It leads to osteoporosis. Okay? Now, what do? Calcium-rich foods are important. Include calcium-rich foods in your menu. For those of us who are doing a menu plan, please every day take calcium-rich foods, okay? For those of us here in the Western world, cheese, yogurt, okay? And if milk doesn't disturb you, for those of us in Nigeria, make out your own milk. You can use coconut milk. You can do almond milk. Almond milk is very easy for you. You can even do oat milk. Do you know? You can actually produce oat milk at home, homemade oat milk, and you will use all these things. Let me see where I am on Wednesday. Oh no, I'm still here on Wednesday. I can't do it this Wednesday. I'm looking at next week Wednesday. Let me see where I am on next week Wednesday. Maybe we deal with milk production, plant milk production. I'll teach you how you can process milk by yourself, okay? Leafy green vegetables are also calcium rich. Tete, ogu, ewedu, kale, broccoli, shoko, nchanwu, spinach, okay? They are also good. But most importantly, fortified plant-based milk. Very, very good for you, okay? Soy milk, almond milk, they are very good for you. Then the second tip for supporting bone health is vitamin D rich foods. Vitamin D rich foods like salmon, mackerel, tuna, okay, fatty fish. They have vitamin D. Fortified dairy products like we have talked about, and mushroom. Kai, mushroom is very, very good. Mushroom is filled with vitamin D. Anywhere you can find it, take it, eat it. Sometimes when I go down to all these hotels for breakfast, because I'm on a trip, I just fill the bowl with mushroom, okay? Now, the third thing that can help you with your bone health is weight-bearing exercise. You need to engage in weight-bearing exercise like walking. Do you know that when you're walking, you're carrying your body weight? Some people feel that walking is not exercise, is not something very good. But when you're exercising, you're carrying your body weight. And you can now also add to the weight you're carrying by carrying dumbbell, doing farmer's work. I love farmer's work. Running, strength training, all this can support your bone health. Very, very good. Then for food, I've talked about eating fermented food, incorporating them in your food. Also fiber-rich food. I've talked about omega-3 also. So when you prioritize your gut health, following all these tips we are talking about, as Nigerian women in postmenopausal stage, our bone health will be strong, our bones will be strong, and then it will reduce the risk of osteoporosis and actually maintain a healthier overall life for us, okay? Now, specific consideration for women in menopause and postmenopause. Let's quickly end this video talking about us specifically. Menopause can affect gut health. Menopause, yes, can affect gut health. Why? Because our digestion changes when we are in menopause. When we are in menopause, our digestion will change. And you find out that when we talk about menopausal symptoms, we also talk about constipation, and some people is diarrhea. Can you imagine? The same, they're talking about menopause, we're talking about constipation, we're talking about diarrhea that is on the other side of it. Also, increased risk of weight gain and obesity for us at this age. Also because of our digestive health, gut that is not well, that is not what it's supposed to be. Another symptoms that comes for menopausal women when our gut health is not healthy is mood swings, like I said before, and also depression, anxiety, and the rest. Okay, so we need to maintain a healthy gut so that we can maintain our bone density, reduce cardiovascular disease, and also support our mental health and our cognitive health. And also remember, I've mentioned autoimmune diseases that this can come with it. Okay, so I want to look at what some of the foods for us as Nigerians. Okay, I want to look at some of the foods for us that we will need as Nigerians, so that because the first thing, practical tip I have for us as women in Nigeria is for us to take more of our fermented foods. We need to incorporate fermented foods in our menu. We need to incorporate fermented foods in our menu. And for those of us in Nigeria, and for those of us in Wellness Nigeria, this is also important. So if you have your biro and paper, you can take it. Remember, it's change we are looking at, okay? It's change we are looking at. And if we're looking at change, then we just have to bring that change, okay? So I'm going to mention all these foods so that we can have it. Remember, to support detoxification, you need good gut health. Okay, and also to improve your immune system, you need good gut health. Also to curb sugar craving, you need good gut health. Okay, very, very important for us. Good gut health can give you all the vitamins that you need. So if you have your biro, anyone you don't know what it is, you can ask me and I will quickly answer. Okay, even those of you on Facebook, you can also do so. And those of us on Zoom, you can also do so. So yogurt, you all know yogurt. We all know yogurt, okay? So kefi, do we know kefi? Kefi is a Korean food.
Yes.
Kefi is a Korean food that is made from
Milk.
salted vegetables like cabbage, garlic. They will now spice it with garlic, ginger, chili pepper, and other ingredients. It's actually a staple food in Korea cuisine. I've taken it a lot. I traveled to South Korea with my husband some years back, and we stayed like 2 weeks in South Korea. And I tell you, kimchi, I ate it almost every day. I really fell in love with it. I took it with almost any carbohydrate I was given. I really, really loved it. Okay. It's also known for its spicy, sour, and slightly tangy flavor. It's very, very good. You can produce kimchi yourself. So that's what I'm saying. I'm looking at how I'll be able to teach us how plant-based milk and then kimchi production. These are all in the class. So if you want to know all this in detail, join the class. All right. Okay. So, and then I tried to learn how to pronounce this today. I think it's called sauerkraut. It's a shredded cabbage that has been fermented, okay? It also has that tangy, salty, slightly sour flavor. This one is a traditional German and Chinese food. I think it's from China, but the German people adopted it, okay? It's you ferment it naturally, and then it just, when it's fermented, it brings in those good bacteria in them, okay? And sometimes the people even use it for large quantity and then they begin to sell it. Also, I've talked about apple or fufu. It's also a fermented food for those of us in Nigeria, but remember, portion control about it because it's meant from carbohydrate. Now, when I talked about kimchi and sauerkraut, they are vegetables, so you can take much quantity of them. Yogurt also, of course, in moderation. You need to take them in moderation. There are other fermented food that I won't mention here because of my faith. So because of my faith, I'm not going to mention some, but palm wine is also fermented. Then other very good fermented spices in Nigeria, which you must add. Let me tell us, anytime, in fact, as I'm here, I've ordered my iru for the rest of the year. I normally bring them from Kogi. I've already ordered for iru. I'm not in Nigeria. They brought it, they put it in the freezer for me. So dawa dawa, iru, locust bean, ogiri. Okay, they are also very, very good. They are very good fermented food. Add them as spices for your food. They will help your gut bacteria. Ijebu gari is also fermented. Abacha is also fermented. That's this African tapioca. Is also fermented food, but of course, take in moderation. Okay, take in moderation. Let me see. Ogi. Remember, I've talked about ogi, agidi, soy ogi. But of course, when you're making your ogi at this age, 40 and above, please make it with the whole fruit. Don't sieve it. Don't sieve out the good thing about in it, okay? For those in other countries, you have the temfa, miso, coconut oil is also, coconut water, I mean, you can also leave it overnight to ferment it and you can drink it. The same with coconut milk, okay? Wara is a very good fermented food we can also have. Kunu is also fermented that we can have. Apple cider, okay, vinegar, very, very good. You can actually also ferment garlic, ferment onions, and also use them. You can actually also ferment tomatoes, barley. All these are some of the fermented foods you can have in Nigeria. Just say, let me list all of them out for us here. So if you can lay your hands on them, add them in your menu, okay? All right, okay, so let's just move on and conclude. I've talked about fiber-rich food. I've talked about probiotics. I've talked about omega-3 rich food. Also, hydration is very important. Water. Water is also very, very important for us to take water. For us women in midlife, a good target for daily water intake is important. At least 9 cups of water. That is 2.2 liters. What I have here is 500 ml. So if you want to be on a normal, that's the least you should take. You should take like 5 bottles of what I'm holding in my hands every day. That's the least you should take. Okay, that's the least you should take. It's very, very important that you keep to this. I can't even count. In the morning when I was taking my morning walk, like I always tell us, I use like 2 to 3 bottles in the morning so that I can have that. Once I wake up, I take 1 liter, bam, and then I come out to take my morning walk and I take like 2 to 3 again. So before noon, I've already taken my water for the day. So I'm just sipping so that you don't take so much late in the evening and then you're going to the toilet all the time. All right. It's very, very important that we do so and make sure that we are living what we're supposed to live. So if you prioritize your gut health, as a Nigerian woman, Wellness NAIJA, in your postmenopausal and menopausal state, you will reduce menopausal symptom and postmenopausal symptom. It will support your bone health. It will enhance your mental health and your cognitive function. It will reduce the risk of osteoporosis, cardiovascular diseases, improve your overall health and your quality of life. A healthy gut life matters a lot as women. Nourish your gut. Nourish your gut. In fact, having the best gut health can boost your energy. It will help you to be stronger. It will balance your hormone and remove all these diseases we are talking about. This is what can happen to you. Thank you for joining me today. For those of us in Facebook, remember to follow me on my social media platform, Facebook Aging with Grace, YouTube Aging with Grace, TikTok Aging with Grace. Feel free to like, follow, share, and comment on our posts. Remember, wellness is a necessity for good life. Wellness is a necessity for good life. And whatever saves you pain is great gain. I'll say bye-bye to those of us on Facebook while I go back to our class in the Zoom. If you need your Pro B, chat me on my WhatsApp number +234 703 515 1642. +234 703 515 1642, and I'll be giving it to you at a 20% discount just because of this today's broadcast. Chat me now. Just tell me you were there with me and you'll be getting it at 15% discount all over the world. But in Nigeria, I add an extra 5% for you, giving it to you at 20% discount in Nigeria. Love you all. Thank you for joining me today. Bye and see you later. See you tomorrow. Yeah. On Wednesday, tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about let me see. Yes, let me see what I'll talk to you about on Facebook tomorrow. I have my Facebook live broadcast tomorrow, and we're going to be discussing health benefits of fermented food. We're going to go through it again, okay? And I'll also try to teach you some of the recipes. So make sure you join me. It's actually recipes of some of them. We'll talk about the recipes. All these food that I mentioned today, we'll pick them one by one and we'll talk about the recipes. See you tomorrow. God bless you. Bye. Love you. Bye. All right. Okay, so for those of us on Zoom, let's talk about our menu. Let's talk about our menu plan and what we can add and what you can add. How can you get probiotic? Okay, I sell them. I sell Forever Pro B. Somebody is asking. I sell it and I am giving it out at 20% discount. It's very, very good. If you have H. pylori, if you're having constipation, if you're having diarrhea, if you need better gut health, this is a go-to. I'm telling you. All over the world, it's been tested with 6 strains of live good bacteria in it. Okay, let me see those who are live. Lolo has submitted her menu. I'm still going through. I was very busy today. I couldn't really. I just told you to correct some things and send back. I don't think you've sent it back, Lolo. Madam Edith, how far? Madam Nonye, how far with your meal plan? And then Madam Olushola, how far? Let's open up and comment and talk, please, because this is personal to us now. And all the food that I have mentioned, please, anyone you can add, let's add, especially when we are making our meals like dawa dawa, ogiri, iru. The truth is that any food I make, I add these spices. I always have ogiri in my house. Like I use ogiri to make egusi. I use dawa dawa to make vegetable soup or iru to make vegetable soup. There's no soup I make that one of these spices will not enter. Dawa dawa or iru or ogiri. I use them just for the health benefit and also for the taste. They can, especially ogiri. Ogiri is very sweet. Ogiri can sweeten your food. Care, fast for you like that. Sometimes when I taste the food and it's not very tasty, I would go and add ogiri again. And when people eat it, they won't even know why and how good it is for why this food is sweet like that. So I mentioned ogiri, please, and all those spices, add to your food. Then some of the other things, you can actually ferment some of the food before you take them. Okay, they are very good for you. All those fermentation process. I think I will take a lesson on fermentation process. Maybe I'll just do a short teaching on it for us and add as a video or a text for all there. Dawa dawa, iru, locust bean, like I said, should be there. And on proportion, your carbohydrate and rest. And then yogurt is very, very good. Yogurt is also very, very good.
Sorry,
Kunu,
is there any kind of
okay?
yogurt?
But remember, all these things that have carbohydrates in them, in moderation. It must be in moderation. Okay, Noya, you say you will submit your meal plan tomorrow. Okay. All right. Do we have any question? The floor is open. Comment and question from us, please.
Hello,
Yes,
ma.
ma.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any kind of yogurt?
Greek
No.
yogurt is the best. All these Hollandai that they pump sugar, please.
Don't go there.
The sugar is too much. So if as much as possible, the ones without sugar. Of course, we say we should remove sugar from our menu. So Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt is the best.
All right. Thank you, ma.
Yes, ma'am.
Please, ma.
Yes, ma'am.
You didn't specify what I will correct in the menu.
I thought I did now. I thought, where is your something? Let me go there. I thought I did, though. I thought I told you and you said, eh?
I should send back.
Yes. Have you sent it back?
No, you did not specify what I need to correct in the menu.
Okay. After this class, I'll go and look at it again.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Any other question?
Yeah, actually,
Yes,
what is
I'm the one that asked question about probiotics. How do I get it and how much?
Okay.
I should try to apply with it.
Yeah, I will give you the price privately.
All right.
If I say 20%.
Why privately now?
Because I need to go and check.
You said I asked, but you didn't ask.
Okay, let me no problem. Let me go and check. Because it's not, I need to apply the 20% discount that I'm giving. It's not normally at 20%. But I can quickly do it here. It's not, let me find Pro B from the company price list now. Okay.
So, are you suggesting we should be drinking Ijebu Gari?
Ijebu Gari is good, but in moderation. Oh. You know, that one that is very, very sour. Even making it,
yes.
Even it's like is Ijebu Gari I eat at home. I love Igbo Gari, those yellow Gari, but I don't think they are fermented enough. I don't know. No. I don't know.
No, it's true.
I don't know how, I don't know. So I eat them when I'm giving, but the one that I have at home that I know that if I want to eat gari, is Ijebu gari. Is Ijebu gari we eat at home. Because
Like drinking or using it to make a bar.
both.
Okay.
Both.
Please, the area that I have issue with is the idea of going to toilet 3 times a day.
If you eat 3 times.
If you eat 3 times. I used to think it's for children because babies, as they eat, they will just poo. As they eat, they poo. Those babies like that, It's for us adults, I think twice a day or even once a day is usually okay. I don't know.
It's okay in quotes, but it's better you go to toilet as you eat. Once a day is okay. You see that I do the okay. But imagine it, you eat 3 times a day. And then the food will now stay. The one you ate in the morning, we stay
Most
for
times,
24 hours.
breakfast is hardly, even if I eat 3 times a day, breakfast is like just 2 eggs and a cup of coffee, bullet coffee.
Okay, it's
The
not
one
okay.
Do you understand?
It's now you're talking. The quantity is also important.
If
The
I take
quantity is,
that cup
and
of
then the
coffee,
type of even if you eat small, and it's mainly you embed like that your coffee or 2 eggs and whatever, you add plenty vegetables, you find out that you toilet. I don't know if
I
you
don't.
understand what I mean.
I do. I don't take vegetables in the morning.
Why?
It's like swallowing in the morning. I
No,
just
it's not
take 2 eggs.
vegetable is not swallow alone now.
No,
Salad is
understand what
vegetable.
I mean. I
Okay.
said it is it feels like one is swallowing if I'm to eat vegetable in the morning, unless I am eating the fried egg I talked about the other day, where I will put vegetables and things into it. I will just eat it and take my cup of tea, or I am taking a pap. That's when I know I have eaten heavy meal. I just take just a cup of coffee, 2 eggs or 3 eggs, as the case may
If
be.
you're adding eggs, you need to add vegetables. Like that you're adding vegetables. That your vegetable, just do a side plate of fresh salad. It can even be leaves.
It used to be heavy for me.
No, salad
That's why,
is not heavy.
That's why I don't eat like that.
No, those let me bring, because I just even ordered some now, because as we settled today, I buy them all the time, especially when I'm here. If I'm not here, I use cabbage in Nigeria. I use light cabbage, lettuce together, mainly lettuce, to do it. Or I put a lot of ugu. I put a lot of ugu in my eggs. Today now, the 3 eggs I put is mainly so like just see how light this is. This one now, I think they bought it £1.75 for me. It's
What's
mainly
that?
leaves.
Ugu.
No. You know we are
Spinach.
now, and I can't get ugu here. It's
Ugu salad.
baby. Yes, it's all those packets, nylon salad, baby red lettuce, white rocket, and
I'm
baby
not seeing
spinach.
it. Oh.
It's not
We're
showing
not
well.
seeing it. It's blank.
Rocket and baby.
Let me show you the back. Can you see?
Yeah, it's okay. I understand. I don't eat like that in the morning. That's my problem.
What I'm saying is
I
that
am
those 2 eggs you're eating, is heavy. Egg is something good. But if you're taking egg, you need to add vegetables to it. Except if you're not eating that, you're just taking the plain tea. If you're taking
That thing is
those eggs, you need to add vegetables. So even if you don't want to take it as side plate, cut it and put it and fry it with eggs.
The frying that is the thing.
Or you can boil eggs. That's what I'm saying. Like I eat this thing fresh. This one now, by tomorrow morning, as I'm taking my breakfast, is in there with me. Very small. Go a long way to help the digestion, your toileting, your making sure that you have enough of all the things we've mentioned today as we're talking about gut health. Vegetable, like now, this vegetable is good. Anytime I find, like this is the second part of today. Now you see it has green, it has red, it has a little white. Okay, so that's how I do it. This one,
Excuse me, somebody is just talking and talking. They are discussing. They are not letting us concentrate.
So, you're in a class, so you can mute yourself if you're not talking for us in the class. So, what I'm saying is that, like I said in this Wellness NAIJA, let's try it and see how our lives, our health will be better. Add vegetable to your breakfast, ma.
Okay, I will try.
Like this one I'm holding is very, very light. I don't even know how many grams it is. Let me see. It's showing 60 grams.
We are not seeing it too. It's blank. Okay. We are seeing it now.
But you can't find this easily in Nigeria. It's because she's in UK. I'm showing her. I'm in UK too. Like I said, when I'm in Nigeria, I don't easily get this. So what I get is lettuce. So I combine lettuce with purple cabbage, white cabbage, carrot, sometimes that morning, or I combine carrots and lettuce, like that. What I can easily find, or even ugu. Sometimes I bring ugu. When I bring the ugu, I add nchangu to it, and sometimes tete green. I combine the three and I use it to fry my eggs. Very, very, in fact, if you take it, and you don't have to fry the eggs fry. You can put it together and put it in your air fryer. So I combine the eggs with the air fryer, but I add a little olive oil or avocado oil, just 1 teaspoon, and I do it with it. Because you also need the oil. If it's in right quantity, olive oil, avocado oil, it will also help with the omega-3. Just as long as you don't fry.
Source of omega-3 that I use is chia.
Okay, chia is also good. It's also good. You can use it.
Chia and flax.
You can, flax is good. Flax is good. But for people like in Nigeria now, flax seed is very expensive. Very, very expensive.
I used to get it from I used to get it from the Hausa people. Hausa said that used to sell nuts.
In the north.
Yes.
Okay. I will try it. I will try and ask my children in Abuja.
Let them go to what's the name of that market? Jabi? Otako market. Yes.
Okay. I will tell them. All right, Mas. Does anybody have?
Yes, ma. I have a question, ma.
Go ahead, ma.
You talked about Jebu Gari as one of the God food.
Fermented
food.
Yes.
Please, ma. If you want to drink Gari, what and what are we supposed to put in it before we drink?
To help.
That will make it healthy.
You can put some nuts. It will help digestion. Some nuts. And then you can use plant-based milk too. Like you can do coconut milk. You can add coconut milk. You can add soya milk. almond milk with it. Groundnut, like all this, sometimes some of these things we do, we don't know why we do them. Why, like gari and groundnut is healthier than gari alone.
Okay, we can add groundnut.
A groundnut is nuts now. Nuts you can find around you, but not so much. You can add groundnut, cashew nut.
Cashew nut.
Okay. But remember, nut, when you're taking nut, is one handful. One handful is the healthy portion for us. But Sima, let me confess, if I carry groundnut, I don't take one handful.
A pity granite.
Yeah.
Anybody that is bringing granite to me, sorry for the person. Because
But too much
But they said groundnut is not good for cholesterol.
it's not.
it's
And
not true.
it's
Ma?
It's not true.
for arthritis. So groundnut can cause arthritis, if it's too much quantity.
Arthritis, but
Mm.
not cholesterol.
Too much quantity.
I was asked to stop, not to take groundnut and egg. I don't know how true it is, but that was what the doctor told me.
I don't believe.
When you stopped it, did it help? No, it might be her system, ma.
Okay.
It did not help. It did not help me.
Oh, yeah, when I cause
It did not help me. I'm still having the pains.
Oh,
It's not, it doesn't cause it.
yeah. It doesn't cause it. But for some people, maybe if they take too much, it might aggravate
Too much.
what is on.
Yes.
But I don't think. I know that's why I asked her that did it change? Because when they tell you all these things, what you should do is to check the change. Is it
Did not see any change.
is that take everything in moderation? Everything
Okay.
in moderation. Moderation is the key to health also. Please let's draw our plans though.
But we can also add chia seed and flax seed in our pap,
Yes.
unsweet pap.
Yes, we can. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, ma, I
Thank
have a
you.
question.
Thank you, ma.
Yes.
Ma, I have a question, please.
Go ahead, man.
Okay, this Ogu smoothie, are we to boil it a little
No,
or just drink
fresh, man.
fresh?
I'm telling
Did we talk about ugu smoothie? I didn't hear that one. No.
maybe she has my books, my smoothie books, maybe.
Yes.
Maybe that's very.
Ma, the biotic, this biotic, I need it to.
I've sent it to the chat room. Didn't I send the price? Yes, I have.
Yes, you have.
Oh, I didn't.
You have sent it.
The
You have sent it. I've seen it.
2,000, 700. Yes.
You have
It's very good.
sent the probiotics.
Pro B. I sell them. And you can get
So how
it
do we get it, ma?
anywhere in the world. Just send private chat me with your address and I'll tell you the logistics.
Okay.
And this
Okay.
woman, what is it called again? Something for women.
Vitalize women.
Well, woman.
Vitalize
There's this
women,
one, well, woman.
yes.
Well, I
I
don't
need
know
that.
about Well Woman, but I know our Vitalize for Women is stronger than Well Woman. From those who have taken the two, I've not taken the two.
Vitalize woman is what I'm talking about.
Yes,
I like it.
I'm
The
doing
maca, is it maca tablets?
multi-mark.
Multi-maca, yes.
Fantastic. They are very good. Just private chat me. I have all of them. You'll get them. Fantastic. For those
Okay,
of
man, thank you.
Yes, but for those of us who are still with our husbands, multi-marker is needed. If you take it, you will thank me later. You will thank me later. All right, any question? Draw your plan. Oh, remember we're on week 2. By week 3 now, class will close. My June class, I have to concentrate because I cannot give so much for 25,000. You know, it's 25,000 now. This class you're going through, and you're even getting the 50,000 curriculum. I told you people you're my first fruit. Those of you who follow me, very soon you will hear the 1 million class. If we say,
So we that are first fruit now, what is our own this thing?
that I'm giving you a 50,000 class for 10,000. That's your
So
gift.
thank you.
And I'm
Thank
being
you, ma.
personal. I'm doing everything one by one. I'm checking everybody one by one. The next class, so that 25,000 is mainly video they will watch, and they will ask. I'll give them 1 day life, 1 day a week, and they ask their question in the chat room. So it's like that. On this one, I've dedicated all the time for us because we are first fruits. All right, so I'm going to be dropping some things in the chat room tomorrow morning, some of the teachings that I feel we should just read instead of doing video for. So watch it and go through it, ask your questions. Remember, exercise is important. I've talked about exercise. I've sent you some exercise routine. We're going to be discussing that exercise. I don't know, maybe Saturday morning, so that we can look at, it has to be one-on-one. You tell me what your exercise is like. Tell me what your weight is like. Then we check if it's enough. If it's not enough, you need to improve or increase. So we'll be doing that maybe on Saturday. Please, one-on-one for your exercise routine. Please share your testimonials with me. Testimonials of how your body is changing, testimonial of the knowledge you're getting, testimonial of how you're enjoying the class. Please, Mas, I need them. At least that's what you should use to say thank you to me for all I'm giving.
Yes, so I have a testimony. I feel lighter these days, and I'm sleeping well now.
NAIJA, can you put on your camera and give me that test? Put on your camera and give me your testimony, please.
There's no light here. My camera is on, but there's no light.
Okay, anybody that has light, put on your camera, please. You're seeing me now.
Yes, I'm seeing you. No light in my end.
Okay, who has light? Put on your camera, please. All right, Maya, you can give us your testimony. Even if you don't have camera, can you if you know how to put on so that Maya, go ahead, give us your testimony, please.
Okay. These few days, I feel lighter.
Okay.
I feel lighter. And I can sleep well now.
Wow.
Yes. So in fact, I am better. I am better. This morning I took the lemon water, and it took me for long. I did not even eat. So in the afternoon time, I took, just like what Lolo said, I tried the egg recipe. I brought about 3 eggs. I brought plenty ugu and mix it with water leaf. Then garnish it with the egg and little yam.
Okay.
In fact, I feel fine. I'm okay. I want to drop apple and eba one side for now first.
Please do. So that all these ailments can go and you can have your life back.
Thank you so much, ma.
Yes, ma. Thank you. Okay, does anybody have any other testimonial? Something that has changed for good? Or a knowledge you have gained?
Yes, I do.
Okay, please, can we hear it, ma?
Okay, I'm even writing some. First, I said...
since you're here.
Hello, ma.
Yes, ma.
I've written out some. I said already my husband is benefiting from this, our teaching.
Okay.
Because I'm changing some of our menu too.
Okay.
Like I told you, I like eating semovita. All the semovita I have at home, I brought it out of my
for the people living with me to be eating now.
Good.
Then we used to take millet, just millet only, but I've included what is the name now?
Dawa.
Guinea corn. I've bought dawa. Yes, I'm going to add it to the millet. We are going to process it tomorrow. I process it by myself, actually. So we are going to process it tomorrow, and then today, my usual yam, I cooked it with the back, and I really enjoyed it too, with vegetable. I cooked vegetable, ugu, water leaf, and efirin.
So that's 3 vegetables combined. So that's from our lesson too.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
And the good news is I didn't put seasoning. I love seasoning, nor cube. I packed it aside, even though it's a bit difficult to get in our side here in Bauchi here. But I'm trying to make arrangement to order for it from Abuja. So it's a new lifestyle for me, but I will adjust, and it's really bringing food. We are really seeing the results already.
Thank God. Thank God. I'm grateful. I'm
For
glad.
water therapy. Okay. For water therapy, I think I've been doing water therapy for close to 6 years now. I drink a lot of water in the morning. As I'm waking up, my waking up time is usually 4:35. The first thing I do is warm water. Mine is warm water. And then I take it, like you said, early morning before noon. I've already taken like maybe 2 to 3 liters of water.
Very good.
But one thing I'm guilty of is I still take water in the afternoon. So I wake up in the night to ease myself. But with this knowledge now, I will just take as much as I can and then limit it in the afternoon. It's a blessing. I'm really blessed.
Yeah, that's actually.
Thank you so much, ma.
That's actually the aspect I am going to improve on, because
to remove semovita from my mouth is major breakthrough.
Removing semovita from our house is major breakthrough.
It is so. It is so. And I'm determined I won't return to it. And again, I'm looking out to start using basmati rice and this other rice, ofada. Yeah. Ofada is not really available in Bauchi. I've ordered for it from Abuja, but basmati rice is available here. I have quite a number of rice in my house. I've started dashing them out.
That's good. Thank God for what this course is doing in your life and your family. I pray that God will continue to have a better life in Jesus' name. So, Mommy Angie wants to talk too.
Yeah, I was saying that the idea of taking more water in the morning and dropping it towards evening is actually the aspect that I will improve more on. I have always taken that morning water. I sleep with flask by my side, hot water. So as soon as I wake up, I usually take it. But taking more is the aspect I will improve on. I only take maybe if I take 500 mils of water in the morning, I feel that I have taken water before I go for my coffee. But before coffee, I take my lemon. So that's actually why I feel I have taken water. Whenever I take that 500 mils, I now go for the my lemon. I usually add apple cider.
Okay.
So that one is another 500 mils before coffee. So by the time I finish that, eating again is usually difficult. So
okay. So reducing water intake is your take home for
increasing water intake in the afternoon.
For me,
and reduce it at night.
Okay, I'm not drinking this chico. You want to drink it? No, I've drank 1 cup. I can't drink anything again. I also have a testimony.
Okay, yes.
I have something to say. I thank God for the lecture. And it was not easy for me to change from Ada and rice to ofada, but I have done it. Now, I bought, was it last Saturday? I bought ofada rice and I ate the rice with 3 types of vegetables, and I was in my tummy was indeed very happy. I
Wow.
was happy with what happened. I
Mm.
never knew I can take 3 types of vegetable at a time. Formerly, I used to eat only ogo or ahimu, that is nchuanwu. But now, that Sunday, I was able to mix the 3 vegetables together, and I ate it with rice, and my tummy was happy. Me too, I was happy. And another one, I have stopped using Maggi to cook. I use dawa now, ogili Hausa or
Yes.
iru. Any soup I make, I made now. I use that dawa. And another one, yeah, this morning I took, I blend the carrot and the cucumber, and I took them before I drank them before I went to church. When I got to church, I was very hungry. And I like crackers very, very well. The thing was pushing me, buy cracker and eat. But I said I will not buy. No, I have control of my, my appetite.
Very.
So what I did, I left and I went and bought 1 apple. I ate the apple and drank water, and I was okay.
Wow.
So I am really happy for the program. It's really helping me. I know that the areas I'm not getting it right now. Within 1 week, I will be able to get everything right.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you, man. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you, everyone. Appreciate.
I will get everything right when I am on my own. Here I'm still standing on one leg.
Lolo is having too. But remember, like I told you, once you have enough vegetables, variety of vegetables, you will
Mm,
to handle all those their junks, and at least
yes.
it will balance
In
it.
fact, it will be belly full.
Yeah.
Mm,
Thank you so much to every one of us.
mm,
I expect to see your meal plans so that I can look at it, and remember the preparation is also important. Preparation
okay.
meal is also important. So don't kill your vegetables before you eat them. If you can use ugu to do smoothie and drink it raw, why cook it for so long? That's the question.
Okay.
You don't need
Mm,
to cook it for so long. Thank you, Mas. So
thank
let me.
you, ma.
Lola say her testimony is on the way.
Thank you, ma.
Your testimony is on the way, Ma. Thank you. Thank you. We understand your situation and we know that your testimony will come. Thank you, Ma.
Ma, the sardine you talked about, is it the one they sell in the market? They
You can
call shower, or the imported sardine?
sardine is a kind of fish.
Yes.
I know that sometimes in a Joro or Lokba in those days, I used to see sardine.
Okay.
Sardine fish, the raw sardine fish. But the
That
sardine,
looks like shawabi.
but it's not really shower, it's different. It's good. But
Okay.
I that
It has a lot of scale on it, bone
yes,
on it.
yes.
Okay. Is it that one?
Uh,
Okay. That is the one you are talking about. Okay. Okay. Not the imported one.
no, the imported one is also very good though. It's sardine. Sardine is sardine. Sardine is sardine.
Even that tinned one.
Okay.
Even the tinned one, ma, is still, especially if you get the one that they use good oil. You know, like the ones abroad, they normally write the oil
Mm.
they used to do it. So you choose the one, you will see they write all those things, details, the quantity of oil. But once you see trans fat in any of them, don't buy it.
Okay.
Once you see trans fat, saturated fat in any of them, don't buy it. Just buy the simple. There are some, they will just tell you this is in simple olive oil. So those ones are
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
much as if you can see fresh fish around you is better. You can see.
Okay. That will help me. Ah,
Right, Mas. Good night.
it's not it. Okay, ma. Thank you. Good
Bless
night,
you.
ma.
God-
Good night, ma.
night.
Thank
God
you,
bless
ma.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night. We love
Bye.
you.